One. Evening, everybody. Hope I'm not too late. There goes my head. I'm missing my head now. Just sort the iPad out. There we go. People are joining us already. Do you think I wasn't coming? Bit late like, wasn't I? Get my ankles snapped. Here we go again with this stupid iPad. Does me nothing. Evening, everybody. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Tracy. Natalie, Lindsay. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Lisa. Glad to see you're all waiting there for me. You must have been waiting with us. Were you getting worried in case I wasn't turning up? Hi, Rachel. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Julie. I'm just sorting the iPad. I get it ready, you know, and then, like I say, when I switch it on, it doesn't come on. And I need it on. There we are. New watch volume will be on it. Yeah. Even though I've changed the volume, made sure it was off. There we are. There we go. I like that thing at the bottom, you know, because it brings me spooky events up. And I don't know how it does that, but it does do it, doesn't it? Hiya, Gail. Hiya, Meryl. What else is that? Hiya, Lee. Hiya, Leanne. Hiya, Pauline. There's quite a few issues there joining us. Nice to see so many of you here. Hi, Susan. Hi, Anne. Loving the liking and the sharing. Now, tonight, this iPad's given me the option to give you a wave as well, where last night it didn't give us that option. It's doing it by itself tonight, so I think the fairies are already in and playing with it. So all I ask you to do is, you know what to do, like, share the post as many times as you want. Hi, Irene. It costs you absolutely nothing to like and share. So what I'm going to say to you folks is this special evening of mediumship, I've had a few people saying they would, you know, pay to come in and see it. So I have posted, and I will keep you updated on that. But it is a special evening of mediumship, and it'll cost you £3. And it'll be all to do with where you're going to send us a flower, a picture of a flower, or a picture of your loved one who will have been passed away. And you get locked up in the Zoom room with me and some of my friends. We will do like an evening of mediumship where we will be reading. We will be reading the pictures or photos of your flowers or wherever, but they'll be picked at random. So if you're interested in that, inbox me. Tracy, you're saying you're in. But yeah, hi Lola, hi Rachel, Tracy, Susan, hi Alison. Yeah, so if you're interested in the special evening of mediumship, I have put a post on the questions and answer page, so get yourselves in there and have a look. I've also put it in on my story or wherever it is. I've posted in there. So again, if you're interested, give us a shout, because that's coming soon. It should be a really good night. So I've posted like Irene and friends. So I have got a few friends. I haven't got many, but I've got a few. So we'll have a few friends in there who'll be working with me as well. Yeah, you're in, Rachel, as well, and you're in, Meryl. Right. So friends, I want to start reading your first card tonight, like I normally do. Hiya, Nicola. Right. For all you saying you're in, you need to inbox me or put something in the questions and answers page, just so I know, yeah. And then I know how many people to expect or whatever, because how it's going to work is, if you're interested, you're going to pay through PayPal, right? So you pay via PayPal, you send me your email address. I will then in turn use the link for the Zoom room. So that will let you in basically, because it won't be put on the page or anything, the link. It's a private link. So you'll click on the link, it'll bring you to the Zoom room. And once you're in there, once everybody's in, we lock the door and that's it. And then we carry on with the evening of mediumship. But you must pay for your place before we start, or you won't get the link and you won't be able to come in. All right, and it won't be posted on Facebook for people to watch either. It's in the private room. So if you're interested in that, like I said, give us a post in the questions and answers or you can private message me, one of the two. But either way, I would need your email address, and I'll send you mine, because that's when you send your photos, what what you want to send. So without further ado, folks, I'm going to start reading your first card, if that's all right with you. So there we go. There's the first card I've chosen. So we're going to start it off. So while I'm reading this, you keep liking and sharing the post. Keep it going. Start putting your locations down where you're from. But as I look at this, I feel a lot of heartache here. Lots of heartache here. So I want a female here on the earth plane that's gone through the mill, really gone through the mill. And I feel this where family's concerned as well. And I feel as though there's been lots of decisions to be made, lots of upset on the way as well. But there's loads of stuff going on where this female's concerned. I'm also going to say I have a recent passing spirit side of life, and I want this where a fatherly figure would be. I'm aware of a father who've recently passed spirit side of life. So if anybody can understand this so far, give me a nod, give me a wink down the bottom, and I'll carry on. But I'm going to carry on anyway. There's quite a few more jumping on there. So like I said, lots of changes here on the earth plane, lots of heartache. And I want where a gentleman, spirit side of life, has just passed spirit side of life. Now, Vicky, you were saying you can. Lisa Brown, you saying you can. Right, you understand the gentleman who's recently passed spirit side of life, because I do feel as though there's been lots of upheaval here and lots of upset, whether it's to do with no, I haven't asked for a number yet. I'm just reading the number. They're pushing them in again, aren't they? That they're trying to get 1 foot in front, but it doesn't work. You're all right. It doesn't work. Right. So we've got Rachel who can take that. Vicky, you can. Right. So. Right, what's that saying? Everybody's starting, Tracy, I know they do, but I'm not looking. I'm too busy concentrating on this. Where the gentleman is spirit side of life, he feels more like a fatherly figure. He does feel like a father, and that's how he presents himself, and that's how I feel. So I can't say he isn't, but that's how I feel, okay? And he comes in, and it's like total confusion here. And I do believe I was confused before I passed to spirit side of life. Lisa, you're saying yes. And I do feel confused, because before I switched this on, I kept forgetting what I was doing, and I was getting annoyed at myself because I couldn't get it done. Then I was playing well with Joseph, saying, how long does this supposed to take? So I am going to say the gentleman I have with me would have got quite agitated and quite annoyed at himself, because he was unable to complete the simplest of tasks. And that's how I feel with him, okay? And that's how he presents. But he talks about where there's stuff going on here on the earth plane, and he's saying, my heart's breaking here, because that's what it feels like. So whether somebody's got a problem with the dicky ticket, or they're getting really bad palpitations, because he puts that condition on me, okay? He puts that condition on me, and that's how I feel as he comes in there. He does say there's a lot of stuff going on, and my head's up there in the clouds. I just can't seem to get clear of what's going on, okay? I can't get a clear impression of things. That's how I feel. It's like my head is all over the place. I feel like it's going to blow up. I feel as though it's going to explode my head, and there's only so much more I can take. And that's how he presents, and that's how he brings it in. He talks about as well a lot of aches and pains here, a lot of joint ache. So whether I've got rheumatoid arthritis, that's how I feel. But I also feel as though I've got really, really brittle bones here, really brittle bones. That's how I feel. And so whether I fell over and I just had a break, or that's how I feel. My bones are very, very fragile. That's how I feel as he presents, and that's what I'm getting off the card as well. I am also going to say it's been a hell of a long journey, okay, a long journey, and I love, oh, bless you, I love my animals. You've got MS, right? I love my animals here. I've got loads of dogs here. I've got loads of dogs, but I believe I can't look after all of them. So whether I've had to make a choice and get rid of some of my pets, that's how I feel. And I don't know whether it was with this gentleman. I believe it was with this gentleman, okay? I believe it was with him, where the animals or the pets made him feel just that little bit better, okay? But where my joints are, I feel as though they've been playing up terrible. He puts a condition right around my head area as if my head is going to go boom. And I believe whether I had a bleed on the brain or I had a stroke type condition, that's where I feel it. That's where I want to put. Okay, that's where I want to put it. Oh, I have got loads of dogs, Lisa. I can't say I haven't, because I have. Okay, say Vicky Dawson's saying yes, so that's fine. So I have got loads of dogs, because I'm seeing this on the card and I can't take it off. But I have got this condition here. He puts that condition there on my head. Okay. Oh, come here. Oh, bless you. He comes in with a great deal of love. I have to tell you, he's perfectly fine spirit side of life. But he talks about numbness in the hands as well. He talks mainly about the thumbs, where my thumbs keep going numb. That's what he brings in, so that's what I'm going to say. Remember, I've said animals, folks, because it will fall in. I know it will, because he keeps going on about it. And I believe whether it's a memory or whatever, but there's something to do with dogs or animals, and that's what he talks about. And that's what I'm going to bring in. He talks about the numbness in the thumbs, and I can't pick now up. Ah, ah, no. Right, so I've got a memory here of pineapples. He talks about pineapples. So if you can understand the memory where the pineapples would be, I believe that somebody here on the earth plane would have given him a pineapple or some citrus to thingy his mouth, wipe his mouth out. That's what he puts in my mouth. He puts pineapple in front of me. Okay. So whether I like pineapple or I totally hate pineapple, oh no, don't be doing that. Me flipping Norton's just said he's going to do some tasks while it's sat idle. I'm going, no, you're not, because when it does that, it will go off. But I am going to talk about where the citrus food or something to do with citrus. But I am going to say my journey, please. I believe there's choices there. Okay, there's choices. It's as if I've come to the middle of the road and I don't know what I'm doing at the minute. And I am going to say there are changes there, and I've come a long way to where I've been. I've come a long way forward. Okay, go with it. You have to go with it. That's what I'm being told to say to you. You've got to go with the changes as they present themselves. It's no good looking back over and thinking, I should have went, but I didn't. That's what he says. Go with it. Don't be afraid to move forward. And that's what I have to say. He makes reference to the November month as well, please. And I have to mention whether it would be him or somebody here on the earth plane would have smoked a cigar. And I feel as though the cigar is when we either have a good celebration or we would have smoked the cigar at Christmas. Okay, that's what he brings in. So that's what I'm going to say to you. Oh, right, it's your birthday. So I do know I'm on most of the links there. Okay. But he makes reference as well there to my right knee. My right knee is playing up something terrible at the minute. And that's how I feel as he comes in, okay? I have to bring a connection in. Right, you say no to the cigar or a roll up? No, it's definitely a cigar. I'm definitely smoking a cigar, so I am going to say there's a celebration of some sort that's going to be celebrated. I'm taking the cigar on a symbolic connection, and that's what I'm going to say to you. I can't change it into there you go. That you can take your right knee though, can't you? Right. So I'm not going to change the cigar into a rollie, because it's not a rollie. It is a cigar he brings forward, and I'm smoking a cigar. So I am going to say to you, there's something good coming up, because he brings that cigar in, and I believe it's something to celebrate. And I want that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, where there's something you're going to go get in, and that's how I feel. That's how he brings it in, okay? And that's what I'm going to say. I've also got a memory of Spain here because he keeps singing Viva España to me, okay? So whether there's memories there with a Viva España or a memory to Spain, whether it was a holiday, I don't know, but that's what I have to bring in. I'm also going to mention where the seashells are as well. Somebody here on the earth plane would love the seashells and put it to their ear. He brings them memories and he makes reference to them. Remember, I brought it forward, folks, because that's what it gives me, and I can't change it because it feels right as I give it, okay? It feels right as I give it. I have to mention the cancer condition as well. He puts that across me, right around my stomach area. And I know you're probably saying no to the cancer, but that's what he puts on me. He talks more of his kidneys as well, his kidneys, whether the kidneys packed up or he went into kidney failure, but he does mention a cancer condition there as well. Okay, so right, folks, take this gentleman's love and all the love from the spirit side of life. I'm going to ask you to start punching your numbers in. All right, so start punching them in. Don't be shy, but when you punch them in, like and share the post. Like it and share it. You can even love it. There you go. So you can take the cancer and the stomach and the kidneys. You'll take the Viva España or no? I know you can. Because he brought it in and I can't take it off. And I know it's a memory. There's memories there. So just remember I've said it. Okay? Remember I've said it. Rather than just total dismiss. Remember I've said it. Right. Have we got anybody who touches upon a beryl? Beryl. I need a beryl. Literally want beryl. I want beryl. I don't know why I want beryl like, but literally need beryl. There's a connection, I think, or I believe I've got beryl. I'm counting the cards, folks, and I'm trying not to talk and count at the same time because I get muddled up, you know, dead easy. Right. So, yeah, Vicky Dawson, you're going to Spain next year, actually. I love it when you say no and then you come up about 2 minutes later and say, well, yes, yeah, we're going to Spain. Right, and Buchanan, you've got anti-beryl. Anybody else got an anti-beryl? Got quite a few from Redcar tonight. It's nice to see. And the weather being terrible, eh? Hello, Val. Has you seen you sneaking up there? Right. Have we got more than one beryl or we've just got the one with Anne? I'm looking. Go Redcar. Yeah, there's quite a few. And you forgot you were going. Rain in Redcar. It's chucked it down here since last night. Absolutely chucked it down. Oh, we've got Spennymoor. Right. Amanda Jane, you're saying yes to me, my love. Are you saying yes to Beryl? And she, you've got a cousin called Beryl. Whoop, Redcar, yeah. Darlington. So, Amanda, if it's yes to Beryl, put yes, Beryl. Oh, there. Yeah, you are. Right. So, Beryl. Now, I don't know whether I've got Beryl Spirit Side of Life at the minute. Oh, where do we want you? Right. The ladies who've acknowledged Beryl. Yes to Beryl. I believe I've got Beryl, Spirit Side of Life. I believe I've got a Spirit Side of Life. But I've also got a Stacey as well. So the ladies that have acknowledged Beryl, give me a yes if she's Spirit Side of Life. And give me a yes to the Stacey if you can understand Stacey as well. If you don't mind. That's what I'm after. Because the card I've chosen, hang on, let me count again. I keep losing count. Right. Just waiting for if anybody acknowledges the Beryl Spirit Side of Life, please. And if you can acknowledge you, Stacey. Right. I'm going to read the card because I'm waiting for this. Oh, hang on. Yes to Beryl. Who's just said that? Amanda Jane, yes to Beryl, yeah. But I'm wanting to know. I've got Beryl Spirit Side of Life, and I want to connect to somebody called Stacey as well here on the Earth plane, where that connection is. Right. Right. You can take. Right. You've got a niece, Stacey. She. Stacey Spirit Side, but not Beryl. No, I'm looking for both, but it looks like she can take both. She, can you take the Beryl and the Stacey? This feet's a bit slow tonight, like. I believe it's a bit slow. Keep pushing it up, folks. Keep liking and sharing it, and it might come up a bit quicker. She said, right, so the number I've chosen is number 17. I'm just waiting. Okay, so who's got 17? Who's picked 17? Right, I'm looking for 17. Right, there's the card I've chose. Right, no, I need both on. I need both names there. Both names are connecting, and that's what I've been given. So I'm going to stick to my guns. You keep feeding that donkey, Tracy. Loving it. It's going up. But I am sticking to my guns tonight with what I've got there. It's not for you, right? So number 17. Who's picked 17? Nobody. Right. So I'm going to go with it anyway. So the number 17. So somebody's got it. I know they have. As I look at the 17, I tell you, I build a wall. Barbara Walton, you have. You have what? Got 17? Or you understand Beryl and you understand Stacey? Be a bit more specific for me, please. Right, Beryl. Yeah, thank you very much, Shishi. I believe I might be with you, Shishi, if my gut's telling me right, which it normally is, and I believe I could be with you. So I do want Beryl Spirit Side, and I want Stacey here on the Earth plane. The number 17 is the card I've chosen. Okay, so Shishi, please listen to me. Whether the 17 is significant to you, I don't know, but I know 17 is going to play a major part. Okay, so whether it's the 17th of September, the 17th of October, or you lived at number 17 at one point, that's what I'm going to say. Barbara, you keep listening if you're saying it's you as well. Hiya, Tina. Right, so I am going to say she, as I look at this card, and as this lady Beryl comes in, Spirit Side of Life, she's driving me absolutely nuts, making my nose absolutely, I want to ride my nose off, yeah? And I feel a little bit hot-tempered as she comes in. So I believe there's somebody here on the Earth plane that's really getting aggravated and really hot-tempered, because that's how she presents it and that's how she brings it in. And I believe she's the type of lady who wouldn't have been shy coming forward in telling you exactly what she wanted to say. And she tells me she would have come out with some corkers before she passed Spirit Side of Life, and she wasn't bothered. She didn't give one iota. If this lady makes sense to you, please give me a yes down the bottom before I take her any further, because she comes in and she's so disgruntled and so much argumentative. That's how I feel. Barbara, you keep listening as well, my love. So argumentative. That's what's going on here on the Earth plane. And I believe I need to draw a line under it. I need to draw a line under it, okay? Because if I don't, things are just going to escalate. And that's how she presents it. That's how she makes me feel. She says, even though with this card, and again, Barbara as well, please listen, because I'm referring to the card now. Even with this, I build myself up saying I'm a tower of strength and I can take the world on. I can fight the world. Yeah. I can fight the world. Okay. Right. I'm just looking there, folks. I don't know who Quarantine Parker is. I haven't got a clue. Right, so I do believe I shut myself up. Yeah, I build myself this great big wall. I won't let anybody in, and I'll come out fighting because I'll fight the world. That's how I feel. But I'm also going to say as well, right, thank you. I'm also going to say there's either a connection with magistrates' courts or something to do with courts here. So whether there's a court order of some sort or something to do with a court. All right. I have to mention that. But I'm also going to say to you, well, there, Shishi, the stuff that's going on here on the earth plane needs resolving. It needs resolving. I am going to say I feel as though I'm from a big family. I feel like a really large family, but I'm also going to say there's more family spirit side of life now than there is this side of life. There's quite a few spirit people there who I believe are in the younger years as opposed to the latter years, if that makes sense. So I'll just wait for Shishi to give us a bit more confirmation there, and Barbara as well, because that's how I feel. But I feel really frustrated, Shishi, where a situation is here on the earth plane. And it's something. It's something that needs to be sorted out. And I can't sort it out. Hi, Chris. Hi, Linda. But I do believe I'm going to go to court. There's a court order or something to do with the legal stuff here. Okay, have I froze Monday? Am I still freezing? I love it when I freeze. It's because I'm too busy watching as well. I could sit still like that and you'd all think I've frozen and I wouldn't have. Right, so it's just this, right. I'm losing my threads here. I really am losing my threads. Fred. Right, Shishi, can you understand Fred? Ah, hi Alison. Am I still frozen? Am I okay now, Mandy? That's brilliant. Right, Shishi. And there was Barbara as well. Would you understand the name of Fred? Hi, Shell. Right, a few cousins and the brother were young. Brilliant. Not brilliant in the sense, but it's nice for the confirmation, Shishi. Shishi, would you understand Fred as well, please? Because that's how I feel. Can't hear you when I've frozen. Again. Can everybody else hear me? Because Linda can't now. Hello? Just tell me I'm all right. Right, step called. No, Fred, no. I'm waiting. I need that from Shishi. Right. Keep listening, Alison. Right, she's saying no to Fred. There's a few of you saying yes to Fred. It's just I had Fred fall out my mouth, and I had no intentions of bringing Fred forward. But Fred, you can hear me, Shell. That's brilliant. And everybody else can hear me. Linda, it's you. You can't hear me. Right. So, Shay, the stuff that needs sorting out. You need to get it sorted out. If you don't get it sorted out, things will escalate. They won't get any better. It'll just carry on, okay? It'll just carry on. This gentleman and this lady, I'm saying the gentleman because he's pushing his way in. Brilliant, you can all hear me. This lady says, sort it out. Don't push it under the carpet, sort it out. She also tells me as well, Shishi, where your right ear burns constantly. And we always say right for love, left for spite. That's what she puts on me. And that's what I'm going to say to you. This lady does come in and around you quite often. She tells me you have had hard times over the years, and you've mustered through it. You've sometimes she doesn't know you've done it, but you've done it, yeah. Oh, but again, like I said, there's a lot of spirit here who wanting to connect with you, Shishi. Now I know I am going funny. It's like, whoa, hang on, I'm in the space age. But she, spirit side of life, coming with a great deal of love, and she says your ears will be burning tonight, Shishi, because she comes in and she's giving you what for. She's telling you what for, and that's how she presents it. And that's what I'm going to say to you. I'm also going to say to you as well, please. And again, don't build yourself up. don't put yourself there for somebody to come and knock you down, all right? Let them see that softer side of you, because you put this hard shell out there and you're not that. Inside, it's like you're craving to come out. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I feel as this lady comes in, and this is what she says about the card. Alison, I know you keep saying Fred. I saw you, darling. Yeah. But Fred's just stood on the sidelines. He didn't stand a chance with this lady, because she's not having none of it. She won't roll over, in that in that sense of the word. But I have to say to you, Shishi, stop taking all the flack. Stop taking it and sort it out. That's what I have to say to you. I'm going to leave this lady's love with you, and I want to say God bless you. But before I do you understand why she brings the Sterry milk in? She's just gives a bottle of Sterry milk, that the old stuff what you would have outside on the step, what was absolutely gross, or I thought was gross anyway. She brings her in, and I want that where memories are, please. So just remember I brought that forward. But I am going to say to you as well, Shishi, there is a link to Scotland there as well, okay? So, right, folks, I'm going to leave you with that lady's love. I'm going to ask you all to start punching your numbers in, and keep liking and sharing the post. Where Fred's concerned, I believe Fred wants to be remembered. He really does want to be remembered. And he did try to push in front of this lady, but she wasn't having any of it. So where Fred's concerned, folks, I need the name of Judith that will connect to Fred. So have we got a Judith, or somebody who understands Judith, who would connect to Fred? That's where I want to be. Even though I've got Fred, and I know there's a few years of acknowledged Fred, but I need Fred who's connected to Judith. And there'll be one of you there somewhere, because I know there is. I feel it in my water. I've got somebody who loves to listen to the Irish songs, and I see memories of a dump truck. So somebody would have worked on a building site as well. But I want Fred who connects to Judith. So if anybody can understand Judith in the living, not spirit side, I need that connection there. So keep punching them in. You too as well, Shisha, you're welcome. So keep punching your numbers in. Right. Your granddad's dog is called Judy. Judith is this side, yes, Vicky. And Fred is Fred's spirit side. Right, Sophie, Fred used to work on the wagons, yeah, because he was bringing like tractors and that type of thing in. That's what I'm after. I'm after, I can't count. Right, so who's acknowledged Fred and who acknowledged the Judith? The Fred and the Judith. So Fred's spirit side of life, Judith's here on the earth plane, yeah? That's a connection I'm looking for. And I want where I'm messing about with dumper trucks or tractors, that type of thing. Right, so Vicky, you can. Right, Jennifer, you pick numbers from random, my love, 1 to 72. Punch your number in, and then I'll pick a number or wherever, and we do a random reading from whichever number. So you just stick your number in there. Sophie Wilson, right, Rabbi, yeah. Be my grandma. Granda. Not sure of summer trucks. I don't know. But that's where I'm getting, right, folks. That's where I'm getting. So that's the memories I'm getting. Keep still. Right. I was chasing the thing up there trying to say are you to somebody. But there you go. So Fred's spirit side of life, he comes in and he's a little bit ruffled at the minute. And I know I need to connect to Judith. And I know somebody here who is listening can connect. Okay. So please listen. All them have said, yes, don't know, not sure. Listen up. Listen up. He comes in and he talks about where Oh, here we go. Hang on, hold on, folks. They're moving on. Let me see. Hang on. There we are. I didn't do this because last time I did this, remember what happened? It moved up one. Hang on. He's moving. The trolleys are here. I'm trying to catch a trolley. There he is. There we go. Hang on. Right. There we are. I think I've done it. You know what I'm on about, don't you? There, look. Let me delete. There we are. I think I've done it. It's no good this, puts me off. I've been chasing the dollies with the trolleys. That's what I was doing. And I didn't dare just click my finger on the button. Because last week when I did that, I deleted 2 people who were absolutely genuine. Where that person, I didn't dare just click it. Right, so I've got Fred Spirit Side of Life. And he does come in to be remembered. He wants to be remembered. He believes that people have forget about him at times, he said, because he was, I get the impression from him, he was no bother when he was here on the earth plane. He could have been a little bit chowy later on, he says, but any other time he just carried on, and he didn't seem to bother anybody or ask anybody for anything. So I believe he just wants to come in and to be remembered, but he connects to the Judith here on the earth plane because I believe I have to say thank you where this Judith's concerned, whether you've helped him, or I don't know what you did, but I know I have to say thank you, and that's how he comes in. And I know I'm talking in riddles, and I know I'm not talking much sense at the minute, but I feel as though this is how he would have been when he was here on the earth plane. He would have got a little bit mixed up. He would have been a little bit confused, but he still used to get on with. He used to just plod on, basically. And like he said, he never bothered anybody. He just wanted to get on with things. And I believe this is where Judith's connecting, where he's saying, just get on with things, love. Don't get involved with what's going on around you. Let them crack on and do it themselves. You just do what you do, okay? And don't get pulled into things. And I believe that's what he's come forward for. I have to count the cards again now. I forgot how many I did. Right, I've got 30. Who's chosen number 30? Somebody must have. You've all been cheating, like, because you're only supposed to put one number in. But you've all done like, you've all chose like 2, 4, 5. So somebody must have 30. Who's chose 30? Anybody or nobody? Anyway, that's a card. Yeah. So whoever's chosen 30, listen up, folks. Yeah. Because I believe there's big changes where the job front's concerned, absolutely massive changes, but I want travelling where work's related. There's going to be a lot of travelling up and down the country, left, right, everywhere. And that's what I'm going to say. I was just reading that comment. I totally get sidetracked, when I'm trying to read a comment and talk and do the card at the same time. It's not working. But I am going to say there's absolutely massive changes where the job front is, and there's going to be lots of travelling where the work related is. Okay, so there's travelling backwards and forwards, but there's also going to be a few little obstacles or bumps in the road where you think you're not going to pass something. I am going to say you will pass a test. So whether I'm sitting a test to apply for a job and I'm getting myself all churned up, because I think I'm not going to do it, I'm telling you, you will do that, okay? So just remember I brought that forward because there's more strings to your bow and you're going to add another string to your bow. So I know you're going to pass this test, whichever one you sit, okay? So I believe I'm sitting a test there and it's all to do with work. And I believe I'm not going to get it, but you are going to get it, okay? And that's what the card says to me. The outcome looks absolutely fantastic where work is, even though I've got to travel to it, but it's a job I want, okay? It's a job I want. If it's what you want, go and get it. And that's what I have to say to you. I want a connection to Catrick as well, please. So whether I want a surname of Catrick or Catrick. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So if anybody can understand the Catrick, Alison, you've punched in there, you chose 30. Can you understand anything I've said so far, my love? And can you understand the name of Catrick or the place Catrick? Because that's what I'm getting, okay? That's what I'm getting from that card. But I do believe there's big changes coming in and around where the workplace is, and there's going to be lots of travelling. I'll just wait for that confirmation down there off Alison if she's quick, and then I can move on. All of it. Brilliant. I'm glad some of you can. So take the changes, bite the bullet and do it. Don't worry where this exam is or this test is, because you will pass it, okay? Because there's more strings going to your bow. And that connection where Catrick or the surname of Catrick comes in as well. So just remember, I brought that forward, but everything will come to light within the next 5 to 6 weeks. That's what I'm getting from the card. Within 5 to 6 weeks, things will start popping up in front of you and you're thinking, oh my God, what's going on here? Okay, right. So folks, start punching your numbers in again. We're going to go again. Brilliant. Brilliant, Savannah. Absolutely brilliant confirmation there. Thank you. And thank you as well, Alison. It's really weird how these messages split over and it trickles over to other people as well. Right. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Right. I have got an absolute phobia. Not me personally, but the person I've got spirit side of life who's just come in. Okay, and I'm looking for somebody's name now. I am looking because I'm going to pick somebody's name out. I've got an absolute phobia of horror movies. I am absolutely terrified of horror movies. I'm also, oh, excuse me. I believe I've got a lady, spirit side of life, who's connecting, and I believe she comes in. I believe I've got Mam. I've got somebody's Mam here, and I believe Mam is absolutely terrified of thunderstorms. She hates thunderstorms. Brilliant, Alison. That's it. Right. I'm looking at both feet here. Right, so folks, I'm looking. No, you're not supposed to love a good horror. I've got somebody who's absolutely terrified of horror movies. I've got a lady here who's absolutely scared witless of thunderstorms, hates the thunderstorms. Right, you've never watched. Right. Let me try and narrow this down. This lady I have got with me, I know she's Mum. I know she's somebody's Mum because I just know she is. I just know she's somebody's Mum. Let me see where we go. Right. Have we got Amelia? Amelia, if I'm hearing her right. Have we got Amelia where somebody here would touch upon the name Amelia? Now, I'm not saying this is this lady's daughter. I am not saying it's her name. But I know I'm hearing Amelia or Emily. Amelia. Does anybody understand that name that connects to this lady, or you personally connect to that name? Right, Rachel, you're saying nope. That's great. I know I want Amelia. I know I want it. I really do know. That's okay, Rachel. There's somebody else on here who's going to take this because I know they will, because this lady comes in and that's a name. I'm trying to narrow it down. Right, Karen Friat, your daughter's middle name. Would you understand Mum, Spirit Side of Life, where she would be absolutely terrified of horror movies and she doesn't like where it's thunderstorms outside? She's terrified of thunderstorms. I'll just wait for Karen to come back at us there. Karen, if you can understand it, give me 2 yeses down the bottom, please. Because this lady comes in with a great deal of love, and I know I've got Mum, and I know, I know I'm matter of fact here, aren't I? I'm terrible, absolutely matter of a fact here, and I do know it. Right, Jackie Hume, you're saying yes? Yes to what, my love? I want both. I want the lady spirit side of life. Oh, she liked the horror movies. No, I've got it the other way around. Meryl Sutton, you know Amelia. Oh dear. Now I'm in big trouble, Anna. I know I've got Mum. Right. Keep listening, folks. Keep listening. Yeah. But I know I'm frightened of thunderstorms. I do, because I keep looking out there as if to say, well, it's going to thunder. It's going to thunder in a minute. I'm like this. And I feel as though I want to go and hide underneath the table. That's how I know this lady is terrified of thunder. Okay. That's how I know. And I do know it. I'm not making it up. Honest to God, I'm not. I know it. I'm going to give you the number of the card, yeah, because this lady comes in and she does connect to the name Amelia, and that's what I want, okay? She comes in like this, and I can't pick the card up yet, even though I was just about to give you the number. I can't, because this lady is so stubborn and adamant that her daughter is watching tonight. She wants me to get this message out, okay? And that's what I'm going to say. So please keep listening to me, folks. If you can understand the message, take it. If you can't, that's fine, okay? It's absolutely fine. But I know I have to bring this lady forward. I am going to say this lady suffered quite a lot, she tells me, before she passed spirit side of life, but she went down the pan. She really went down the pan before she passed spirit side of life, okay? And she tells me she went through the mill. She went through the mill, and if it wasn't one thing, it was another thing, it was another thing. But she really deteriorated, and I believe, and the feeling she gives me, oh, she just didn't know what was going on sometimes. She didn't know what was going on around her, and neither did everybody else, okay? And it was like, well, what's happening now? Well, we don't know. We're going to try this or we're going to try that. And that's how she presents. That's how she feels to me, okay? So there was lots of confusion around her and around her condition. And I want to say conditions there because I believe there was more than one condition. But she went down so fast. She went down so fast. But she deteriorated, and she tells me she went through the flipping mill, okay? But she puts her hand on her heart and she says she tried so hard. She tried so hard to fight back, but it was too much for her. It all got too much for her, okay? So in the finish, I believe this lady just went to sleep. She just went to sleep, okay? She went to sleep. But she did lose, and she did deteriorate, and she went down the pan. But she stands behind me now, and she tells me I'm all right now. I'm all right. And she walks with you, okay? She walks with you. Karen, I can see you saying yes, yes, yes to me. That is absolutely brilliant. I am going to say this lady does come in and around you. She tells me you have been shedding loads of tears, as if your heart's going to break. She tells me your heart won't break, my love. It won't break, because she stood behind you and she's trying to give you that strength, that courage, and that love. She also makes reference where there was lots of talk and debates about her rings, whether they went with her or whether they stayed. And she keeps saying she wished you'd have kept them here, okay? She'd wished you'd have kept them here. And whether you have or not, I don't know, but that's what she keeps bringing it forward. She's saying, I wish you'd have kept them. I wish you'd have kept them. So I believe they are here, even though I'm contradicting myself in that sense, but I know that's what she keeps saying to me, okay? That's what she keeps saying to me. She keeps saying as well, Karen, whether you did her hair, whether you did her hair or she had a thing about her hair when she was here on the earth plane, because she makes reference to this all the time. She keeps putting one of them fascinators on my head. So whether you've got a picture or she's had a picture taken with a fascinator, does that make sense to you, my love? Because I feel as I need to pause with a fascinator. And that's what she brings in. She brings that memory in, okay? That's what I feel as though she brings in. She brings a memory in where the fascinator would be. Would you also understand why I have to mention brandy to you, please? Now, I'm not saying she was a heavy drinker, but I want brandy. Whether I had brandy and lemonade or just, as a nightcap every now and again, but that's what she makes reference to as well. I need the brandy. Shannon, it doesn't always work like that, my love. These are all given at random, okay? And it depends who comes through, and I can't pull people through if they're not there, my love. That's what you think, Karen, about the brandy, but that's what she says to me, okay? So whether it was her who had the brandy or there's a memory of somebody who liked the odd brandy, remember I brought that forward. I have to mention that, okay? But she does talk about she keeps putting the month of May in front of me. Okay, the month of May. And I have to mention the May month too, yeah. But she also says to me whether her speech went or she couldn't talk before she passed. That's what she makes me aware of. So if I'm wrong with that, I'll apologise, but I don't believe I am. I feel as though my voice box or I found it difficult to communicate. That's okay, Shannon. She found it difficult to get a message out or to talk, okay? And that's how I feel as she comes in even closer there. And I have to mention that to you as well there. If you can understand that, please give us a triple yes down the bottom. No, she couldn't talk. Well, that's what I've just said, my love. Or do you mean she could talk? Because she's telling me it was difficult to communicate. She couldn't communicate. But yeah, that's what I have to mention too. Yeah. I feel a little bit overwhelmed at the minute as this lady comes in and she says, "This is how you feel at the minute." All right. And she sends all of her love from Spirit Side of Life to you, my love. And she says, "Look, she's all right. She's all right. And she knows you did your best you could for her. Okay. She knows you looked after her. She's very much aware of that. And she's so grateful for what you did. Okay. Yeah, she's so grateful for what you did for her, okay? And she said, don't feel overwhelmed, my love, don't. Take that inner strength, what she sends back from the heavens above to you. Because she tells me whether she was a Catholic or not. I believe I've got Catholic connections here as well. Okay, I believe I have got Catholic connections. The name Helen comes in as well. So whether you can understand the name Helen or Ellen, that's what I need to mention as well. But I want that here on the earth plane. I don't want it Spirit Side of Life. I want it here. Okay, that's where I want it. Right. So the card number I chose as well, folks. I'm trying to count back over here. Is 68. Okay, so whether this lady's age was 68, I don't know, but that's the card I've chosen, number 68. Who's chose 68, please? Anybody had 68? Yeah, we all could for her. Brilliant, brilliant, Karen. So 68. Who's chosen 68? This is from the card, okay? So Karen, take this lady's love from Spirit Side of Life, and just remember she's there with you. Just remember she's there with you, and she blows your kisses there. So whether you blow kisses at her, that's what I'm going to say to you, okay? Right, so number 67. Who's chose 67? Anybody or nobody? I'm going to go with a card here. Brilliant. That's brilliant, Karen. She was 68, and that's a card number I've chosen. So, thank you very much for that confirmation, my love. Right, so I'm just going to go on reading the card. So, number 68, yeah. And I am going to say there's lots of love and lots of healing here where this card's connected, okay? And I am going to say whoever this card connects with here on the earth plane, I am going to say they're very much aware of spirit, okay, and their spiritual path, is about to grow, okay, so it's going to come in abundance. It's going to come in abundance. Tracy, you can take 68, brilliant. But the spiritual side, it's an abundance. I'm going to grow where the spiritual side is, whether my knowledge or whether I'm thinking of doing something or spreading my wings. But I know there's more knowledge and more wisdom coming in with that. There's lots of healing here with this card as well, please. So whether I've got lots of ailments as well, but I do believe I've got a lot of emotion there, pent up emotion where I need to release. I need to get rid of this emotion and it needs to go, okay? Because I do believe I'm hanging on to so much and it's not doing me any good. I need to release that emotion where I'm holding on to. But there's lots of healing coming from spirit side of life, okay? There's an awful lot of growth there. And a lot of still waters, a lot of water's gone under the bridge where this card relates as well. August and September month both come in where the card is, okay? And I'm also going to say as well, there's an extension to my family. So whether I've just had a news of a birth or a pregnancy, there's an extension. But I'm looking to find my family tree, okay? That's what I want. I want a family tree where I am going to go looking, and that's what I'm getting from the card, okay? That's what I'm getting. I need the name of Edith. Edith. So if you can understand Edith, Tracy, give us a yes. If you can't, say no. Simple as that, isn't it? But I know I've got the name of Edith, and I want Edith's spirit side of life. Oh, bless you. Right. You can take all of it. That's okay, Rachel. If you can take all of it, you take it. Or take part or whatever you need to take, my love. It's because we're winding down here and that's how the spirit are working and that's how the cards working. So take what you need to take. It'll be shared out, okay? So I need the name Edith, okay? And I want Edith, spirit side of life, because she comes shuffling in, okay? And that's how I need, that's all I want to say. She comes shuffling in, and she comes in like this. Oh, right, hang on. Right, your nana was Edith, brilliant. Edna, not Edith. Right, you can take all this, and your nana was Edith, and then you put Edna, not Edith. Are we? Yes, Edith's working with spirit. I give up here. Either way, I've got this lady, spirit side of life, and I heard the name Edith. Yeah. So whether you called her Edith and her name's Edna, I don't know, but I have to bring this lady in, okay? And she comes in like this, and I believe spirit side of life, she comes in and around constantly. She's got her own distinctive smell, and she has. She tells me she would have had a humpty back or stooped or something to do with the neck area. You know, like when you've worked in the kitchens or if you washed up all your life. But that's what I'm going to say. So I want where somebody would have worked in a kitchen and they would have worked as a pot washer or something to do with that, because that's what she brings in. So she tells me I've worked hard. That's what she tells me. I've worked hard all my life, and I believe I'm going to get. I'm going to get. What's the word? No, it's not Edna. It's Edith, folks. Edith, not Edna. Oh, I'm going to get what my just deserves. I'm going to get what's coming to me, but I mean that in a nice way. I don't mean that in an awful way. Um, and that's how she presents. So she's saying, all the hard work you've done, it's going to pay off. And that's what I have to say to you. So, okay. So whoever can understand Edna, not Edna, Edith, you got me at it. Edith, take on board what I've said. Yeah. Because it's not Edna. It's not Edna. Oh, I forgot where I was going. Right, so, right, your nana was Edith, was a cleaner in a pub. See, I know what I'm talking about, folks. It's just you confuse me when I'm watching and listening. I don't know. Right, I need the name Julie as well. The name Julie. And I don't know whether you took the name Helen off me as well, because Helen came in. And I am going to say as well, I've got terrible tinnitus in my ears as this lady comes in. And I've got a problem around my chest, my heart area as well. Okay. And I want somebody here on the earth plane that suffers terrible with adenoids or the glands. Okay. And that's how she brings it in. So I am going to say lots of love and healing where this is. It's all you Tracy's. I'm going to change your names. I'm going to put one called Ethel. I'm going to call one of yours Edith and one of yours Fred or something, because you're putting me off with all the same names, just a different surname. With your Edith and your Ednas. But yeah, so I'm going to leave you with all of this lady's love. And I am going to say thank you very much for joining me. And thank you very much for confusing me, as you do. Please come back tomorrow, because we're doing it all again. 6 o'clock, same time, just a different day, isn't it? So without further ado, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me again tonight. Jump on me questions and answers page if you're interested in that special evening of mediumship, and leave me a message on there and I'll send you the details what you need to know. All right. So thank you very much. And I want to say bye for now. You're all fat in my head now. You can go away. I've had enough of yous.